I'm gonna start off with your vile one, Mr. Grinch. Welcome to my channel. I have some super fun stuff to review for you guys today. We have the Kylie x Grinch complete collection, and I'm gonna do a full look with everything in this collection, or hopefully most of it in this collection. If you want all of the swatches, I did do everything swatched out on my face and on my arms in my last video, and I'll have that link down below for you guys. But today I wanted to do a whole look since I didn't really do a whole look with the other one, so we're gonna get into it. I definitely am using the blush and the highlighter. They are so cute. Everything in this collection is absolutely adorable. The lipsticks, super cute. I'm also wearing my Grinch sweater. It has some Grinch on it. I love the Grinch. And I've also never tried anything from Kylie before, so yeah, the eyeshadow palette, the little lip glosses on the ornaments, the Kylie lip kit, eyeliner in like the olive color, there's the eye shimmers, and the shadow sticks. So I'm gonna start off with my eyes first with this Grinch palette, because I mean, it is so cute. And then if you guys haven't seen it yet, this is what the inside looks like, and then it's got like a cute little Grinch in the mirror right there. Everything's just so freaking cute. I can't even, this is the cutest collection ever. But let's hope that I like the product. So I'm gonna prime my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, zoom you guys in, and we'll get started. All right, eyes are primed. Now it's time to get into this palette. Now, my first impression of this palette, I do wish it was a little bit brighter, but I feel like Kylie's kind of target, judging by her other palettes, she doesn't really do things that are like bright, but I would have loved a chartreuse green with a yellow with these kind of, you know, like the orange and whatnot that's in the palette. I feel like it would have looked really cool, and maybe even like a more red burgundy kind of color, but that's just my opinion. I'm gonna start off with your vile one, Mr. Grinch. Let me know down in the comments which Grinch is your favorite. I feel like I like all of the Grinches. I love the cartoons, but I feel like the one with Jim Carrey is probably my favorite. Because, I don't know, Jim Carrey cracks me up. I grew up with him, so he just cracks me up. This is such a, I feel like I always say this about kind of off-tone brown shades, but there's two kind of neutrally brown shades that I feel like are meant for transition that are kind of interesting. Like this one's not like yellowy brown, but it has like this ever so slight warm tone to it. I really like it. And as for the pigmentation so far, everything's blending out pretty nicely. All right, next shade is Who's Who, the more orangey kind of shade. So far, everything is kind of coming off a little darker on my eyes than they kind of look in the palette, which I'm perfectly fine with. All right, everything layered pretty well. I think I'm gonna keep it warm on the top of my lid, and I'm gonna put some greens on my lower lash line. I'm gonna take Green and Mean. I'm gonna run this under my lower lash line. So far, all these mattes are performing pretty well. I don't know, I've heard a lot of mixed things about Kylie's makeup line, so I really didn't know what to expect. This shade definitely shows up darker than it looks in the pan, I feel like. It's a little bit more of like a Grinch green. And then I'm gonna take the dark foresty green, Stocking Full of Coal, this one, and I'm gonna run it right up against my lash line. And then I'm gonna take Snarled with a sneer. This one. And I'm gonna put this on my outer corner and kind of fluff it in there with those other shades. Kind of deepen it up a little bit. And I'm gonna go back in with that Who's Who shade and just kind of soften it up. I don't want it too deep. And going back in with the first transition shade. Blendy, blendy, blendy. And then I'm gonna go in with Heart 2 sizes too small, which is kind of like a gold with a little bit of green in it. And I'm gonna take it wet. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. That shade looks so pretty. Ooh. All right, I think this is where I'm gonna stop with the eyeshadow palette because there is a few things here that I do want to use. I'm gonna take this shade, let's see, what are you? I'm gonna take a little bit of the shimmer eye glaze. Let's see, this one, are they both called the Little Grinch? Oh, okay, yeah, I put them in the wrong boxes. So I'm gonna take the shimmer eye glaze and the Little Grinch, and it does have a little like thing, I don't really know what to call it. And I'm just gonna take what's left over on this thing and highlight my inner corner. I would probably prefer to use this with my fingers and a brush. I was doing a-okay. Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty. A little bit more green in there. I don't think I'm gonna use the shadow sticks today. I'm gonna save those for another look. I'm gonna take the eyeliner now in Olive. And when I swatched this, it was a little runny, so we'll see how this goes over actual shadow on my eyes. But I think I want to do a wing. Definitely didn't run or crease this time around, and I'm really happy about that. And it looks pretty pigmented. Everything's pretty good so far. All right, I really like this eyeliner. It's not a felt tip, it's a bit stiffer, but it's a lot easier for me to use, and I love it. And then while I have you guys still zoomed in, I'm gonna do my blush with the little marks on here. The one thing I'll say about the packaging that I don't like is that everything with this like glitter on it, it transfers. So if you touch the glitter, it transfers onto your fingers, and I'm not a big fan about that, so it drives you crazy. Warning. But this is the blush. I think I would have liked a little bit more of a, maybe like a terracotta-y kind of a blush with this collection. I'm not really a pink blush person. It's not bad, but I feel like the pinky blush doesn't really go along with the whole color scheme of everything. And I feel like a kind of bronzier, like the Fenty Glow blush would have fit this collection a little bit better. But again, it's Max and it's super cute. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of bronzer. I am a bronzer fanatic. So I'm just gonna use the Fenty In the Sun bronzer. And I'm feeling a little pale on the face. All right, now I'm gonna use the highlighter. This is the Littlest of Who's. All right, highlighter, work your magic. I'm really digging this highlighter. It's almost like a gold greeny highlighter, and it looks amazing. Definitely a win for me. You guys know I love those interesting highlighters. This highlighter would do really well on the inner corner of the eye, on the lid. It just looks so pretty. But I'm gonna finish up mascara, all of that good stuff, and I'll come back for the lips. All right, and this is the pretty much completed look. I'm gonna take the Kylie, I'm gonna take the Kylie Grinch lipstick. This is in the shade a wonderful, awful idea. And I have been eyeballing this one. This one is like such a pretty, I don't even know. But I'm gonna use this one. So, not a big fan on the shape of the bullet, but this color is everything. I absolutely love it. I love everything that I've used so far. It looks great. I love it. Also, I put the Jeffree Star automatic eyeliner in Resting Rich Face on my waterline, and it matches perfectly with the greens in this look. But let me know what you guys think of everything. Did you pick up any of the Kylie Grinch collection? And don't forget to let me know which Grinch movie was your favorite or is your favorite. If you haven't seen my swatch video of everything, I'll put that video right over here for you guys. This video will be suggested to you by YouTube, and my face will be right here. Click on it and subscribe to my channel.